I heard the snickers in the audience. I can't imagine having had to be the Sony CEO at that moment. What was it like in person?
It's tough. Actually, they had TV screens around the whole room, so you could see it not once, but everywhere, basically. But, Eric, the pressure is on for the TV makers to come out with better products every day. Sony and companies like Samsung going up against, potentially, a company like Apple.
At Samsung's kickoff to this year's CES, it was all about televisions.
With our connected TVs, it means a whole range of content and services are at your fingertips on the biggest screen in the home.
And when he says big, he's not kidding. A chalkboard like HD TV that's 85 inches, and if you want, available at up to 110 inches. Samsung's new TVs also let users stream content to Galaxy tablets and phones. Some models respond to voice commands and hand gestures, all to stay ahead of the competition.
And just last month, IDC reported that Samsung shipped an incredible 66 million connected devices in Q3 alone. That's leading the world and is 40% ahead of our nearest competitor.
But the competitor that may matter most is not yet in the television business. Apple may look to TVs next after battling Samsung in the smartphone and tablet markets.
What do you think of a strategy for a company like Samsung?
Well, Samsung is a very diversified company, and they're a good partner of ours, and we do a lot of great things together. For example, we just launched the first Windows 8 tablet with them here in the United States.
If Apple does join Samsung in the TV wars, the winner could end up swimming in cash. What was an aging industry is projected to reach $200 billion by 2018, according to MarketResearch.com.
But there are a lot of big ifs, and we mentioned the numbers there. I mean, these TVs are not cheap. It's a great way for the TV makers to deliver some fatter profit margins if consumers want to buy, guys.
So, John, let's talk a bit about the kinds of things you're hearing at CES when it comes to Samsung versus Apple. We're still waiting for the Apple TV to show up. Do you get the sense that people think Apple is going to arrive with something better than what you just showed us from Samsung?
I think people have high expectations for Apple. They always do. I mean, one of the amazing things about this conference is even though Apple isn't here, you've got a huge area that is devoted just to Apple-related products. It's the elephant in the room, and I think that there are high expectations, and that's one of the reasons why we haven't seen Apple come to market yet with a product, because Tim Cook and the gang at Apple know that the expectations are so high, and they are high for Samsung. I think Samsung is a great example, though, because of the fact that this is a company that is playing in so many areas right now, and there is clearly an opportunity for them to stay on good terms with all the carriers. That is important. Stay on good terms with some of the other players out there like Microsoft, too. Let's not forget that Steve Ballmer was here, made a surprise appearance at CES to talk up their tablet and tablets that are fueled by their operating system. I think that is a huge opportunity.